Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a few days. Been out this morning. It's cold, but it's dry. But I'm now looking out the window. That's the window that's ahead of me, and it's going grey. So I assume that it's going to rain before long. Oh well, cannot see. Yeah, Mounted Rocket Troopers. The Mounted Rocket Troopers are finished. We have got there. We have done them. So, very pleased. We also said, oh, put my tea down. It's burning me. We also said what we would do is paint a couple of little barrels and put them in our Rocket Troopers wagon, which we have done. There you have it. So you have, with my little stick, so you have a couple of little barrels there, just to give the wagon, you know, a little something extra rather than just the cart pulling an empty wagon. So we thought we would put a couple of barrels in it. So that's that model totally finished. So very pleased. Looks very nice. Can you see that? You can't see that. Okay, it's just there you go. You can see that. So that's nice. So that's done. And our Mounted Rocket Troopers, which we had no intention of doing. Here we go. We just saw them in a book, thought, yeah, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind half a dozen of those. So that's what we did. We made half a dozen Mounted Rocket Troopers. So there they are, all finished, all done. The troopers themselves were made out of drivers for the Airfix British Horse Artillery. And the horses were from British Hussars. And just minor adaptations to the horses, and they were fine. They're all actually the horses, they're all the same position. Because I sort of wanted them trotting in unison. So I used all the same horses. The troopers have had an arm removed and a different arm fitted. They've all had the right arm removed. And a new arm was fitted, pinned, super glued, filled around. And 4 out of the 6, the heads were removed and repositioned, just to give the figures a bit of variety. And you can see they're carrying the rocket firing poles with a little pennant on, which was just, the pole was just a piece of wire, and obviously a little bit of paper for the pennant, which, yeah, nice. So I don't know whether you can commercially buy Mounted Rocket Troopers. I don't know. I've never seen any. So, but if you want them, you can do them. You know, that's it. 6 Mounted Rocket Troopers. So very pleased, and pleased with the wagon. So we are now in the process of working on these, which is what we said we would do before we started the Rocket Troopers. And that is Russian Cossacks. We have this box of Cossack cavalry, which I bought on eBay in amongst a whole load of stuff. And when you buy a whole load of stuff on eBay, it's potluck what you get. And some of the boxes are only partial boxes, which this is. There are 8 Russian Cossacks. There should be, I think there should be 15 in the box. So, yeah, it should be 15. We have 8. But that's no problem, because if we like them and they come out well, you can always buy some more. I mean, But one thing I noticed with these figures is the detailing on them is absolutely fantastic. It's just beautiful, crisp, clean, wonderful. One of the horses, as you can see, the tail has come off. So I think that's a little, my fingers won't go. That's it, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah. That's a little job for the drill and a little pin or something, just to pin it and super glue it back on. But that's nothing. And what I like about these horses is the stand is all molded in to one, so it's just one item. There's no gluing the horse to the stand, etc., etc. And they're quite, alright, this one falls over because it's got flash on the bottom of it, but they're very sturdy. And yeah, I like that a lot. So that's our next project is 8 Russian Cossacks. And funnily enough, in all the books I have, I could hardly find anything on Russian Cossacks, uniform-wise. All I've really got is what's on the back of the box. That's really all I've got. But, yeah, I did Google it and found a few pictures, but that's really all. So the amount of information on the uniform of the Russian Cossacks is very limited, but I think we can do it. So that's really where we're at, and I think once we've turned these out, because as you all know by now, I'm always looking one step ahead. So I think once we've turned out the Cossacks, we shall be getting back into the infantry. So I have a lot of French infantry, a lot of British infantry, mountains of Highlanders, Airfix Highlanders, which I actually don't really like that much. Hang on just a second. Damn. You can see by this bag, that is just Airfix Highlanders, which they're sort of okay when they're painted, but they have a tendency, I don't know why, they have a tendency to go brittle. I've had them in the past, and you can just snap them in your fingers, and 99.9 times out of 100, if you're going to get figures that are brittle, it's going to be the Airfix Highlanders for some reason. Why they go brittle, I don't know. So I'm really sort of reluctant to paint them a bit, really. But anyway, I've got, a lot of infantry to paint. British infantry, French infantry, and goodness knows what. Up in, I know you can't see it, there's some shells just up here. And there's boxes and boxes of stuff there. And so who knows what I've got in there, but that's it anyway. I'm going to paint the Cossacks, which I think, to be honest with you, are going to look really good. I really like the look of these figures. The detailing on them is just beautiful. So we'll get stuck into these, then we'll do some infantry, and then we'll see what's in the boxes. So I'm going to go and get stuck into these, and maybe listen to the Premier League, which is infinitely better than the cricket, because we're doing no good at all. So, if you don't see me before Christmas, have a nice Christmas. And we'll give you an update as and when on the Russian Cossacks. As always, thank you for watching.